Hello everyone, it's Danielle from parentingandpapercrafts.com, where motherhood and card making intersect. Today I have another project using the Floral Friendship digital stamp set from Clair Designs. When I print out my digital images, normally there are 4 copies of the image on one 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I cut them into 4 separate card panels. For this project, I'll be using 2 of the 4. I'm doing simple coloring, a little fussy cutting, and adding foam tape for dimension. So stay tuned. So I'm going to start coloring using the Stampin' Blends Pumpkin Pie Color alcohol markers. These are the only set of alcohol markers I have from Stampin' Up. And I like them. I think this may be my 4th time using them, I think. These aren't my go-to, but when I do use them, I'm pretty happy with them. The color is really, really pretty. It's actually a great color for a few fall projects that I have coming up. Again, the name of the color is Pumpkin Pie. So I continue to color each of the flowers using the one tone. I give full coverage. I don't focus much on shading because when I assemble the card, the way I offset the flowers, it'll kind of give the shading. You'll see what I'm talking about coming up. After I finish coloring each of the petals here, I'm using my colorless blender marker just to push some of that ink back into the image in those areas where it bled. So just to clean it up a little bit. I move on to my Copic marker to color the leaves. The color of the marker is G82. And again, I'm not focusing on shading at all. I'm just applying the one color, doing a little cleanup, and then I move on to my second card panel. On the second card panel, I'm doing the same thing. I'm applying the one tone. This time I'm using the darker tone on the flowers. And I believe I use the same color for the leaves. I go back to the first card panel, which is the lightest color, and I fussy cut out 2 of the flowers, and then I think 2 sets of leaves here. And what I'm going to do is apply these flowers onto the second card panel, the darker image, using foam tape. So it's going to pop up that floral image. And because the bottom panel is the dark color and the top panel will have the lightest color of the flowers, it's going to give not only dimension, it pops it up, but because there's a darker color on the bottom, that will serve as the shading. And you'll see what I'm saying here. Normally when I fussy cut, I don't have a scan and cut, so I manually cut the flowers and the leaves out. I just go around the edges just to give like a finished look with my marker, my black marker, just to clear out all of the white around all the edges if I don't get close enough to the image, the black line. So again, I'm applying the set of leaves that I cut out. For the leaves, I'm just applying it flat. So I take a little bit of my, I forget the name of that ink, but you can take any adhesive and then I adhere that to the leaves on the other panel. I use my foam tape as you see here, and I'm going to offset it. So I offset the flower a little bit just so you can see a little of the color on the bottom. And that's what I was trying to say earlier, where because each panel was colored and the top is the light and the bottom is the dark, and I offset it, you can see the other image underneath and its color, and it's darker, so it kind of gives like a little shaded look. I thought that was pretty neat. So I apply that top panel to a black piece of card panel. I believe it's a little less than an eighth of an inch border on all sides. I use my ATG gun to apply the top panel to the black card panel, and now I'm applying those panels to the card base. It's an A2 size card base with a top fold. And I finish off the card using my Wink of Stella and glossy accents. Pretty simple, right? I really like the way this card came out. I like the dimension. I think it's really pretty. And I can't wait to send it to my sister-in-law for her birthday. She does this countdown every year, so no one forgets, but I hope she doesn't kill me for putting her on blast like that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Uh, Consider leaving me a comment. I love to interact through comments. And I'd appreciate if you would also consider subscribing. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate that. My views are picking up a little bit. So all of you who are watching me and already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate your presence and I appreciate the support. Here are a few more images, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.